Welcome back to the third part of our 5-pack Fridays. I think that's something we might do if we ever get a pack. Just introduce the whole pack in one Friday. What?
I was trying to stay out of the camera.
Oh,
I was in the camera enough.
but yeah. So yeah. Whenever we get a full pack, which it's easier to do that way than like select certain beers, unless we just each like got 2 a piece, and then we just did like 4 for Fridays, like 4 Fridays.
Well, because we also have the sour. Did you grab that one?
No, I did not grab that one. But,
yes. Because our sours usually only come in 4.
Yeah.
Most of our more intricate. Is it intricate?
Intricate.
More of our very better. I don't know.
I wouldn't exactly. I mean, because we've had some good cheaper beer too. So 2 of the beers that let's say you get 2 4-packs of the beer that she really
Orpheus usually only comes in 4 packs.
I don't know what you guys got going on, Orpheus.
Because they want to make money. And I don't. And Clown Shoes only comes in 4 packs too.
And Clown Shoes is pretty pricey.
Most of our sorry for that one.
In the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, room. They're rooming it up.
Right.
Most of our more beers that are I guess they're imported because they're not made here, are in 4 packs.
You mean imported is in out of state?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because being that she likes stouts and sours, and I mean there are some cheap good sours like the one that we just had, the boysenberry. That was pretty good by Mayday.
Yes.
Mayday makes a lot of good beers that are pretty.
But they have 6 packs.
Yes.
And
cans that look like this.
these a lot of the companies don't. They have usually 4 packs.
Especially when you start
getting
into
you gotta make money, especially if you're in your own brewery and you're doing your shit. You have to make your own money.
And most of them are snobs, so yeah.
Orpheus is, I don't know, I've never met them.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you?
But I've seen on their public page that they are down to earth people.
I wouldn't say snob, but they take what they do very seriously.
Yes.
They take the art of drinking beer as, they're not
we take our art of reviewing their beer very seriously.
Yes, we do. And without further ado, also we are doing these in ascending order, so that means we're doing this from lowest ABV to highest ABV. So if these videos start to seem a little bit more fluid, that's because we are a little bit more fluid. It's not a hoax. This is not like flavored water we're drinking here. No, these are beers coming right out of the can.
Stay at home. We drink responsibly.
Yes. And we will say that in the last video that we do this evening. Please, if you don't do anything else, please drink responsibly. Always.
Unless you get an Uber and then one of these traditions, or have a friend to pick you up at the middle of the night, or
make sure you're drinking for the right reasons too, because that can also lead to bad decisions. But yes, and once again, this is Shabu right here, our first dog, a little baby dog.
It's a baby dog. He thought it was a cat.
I did think it was a cat.
He thought it was a cat when he brought it home. I'm like, why you bring me a dog home? Well, I guess we have our first doggy now.
We have to get a wolf baby at some point. Him and Captain Orange haven't met each other. That's going to be an interesting combination of individual. So, yes, back to the beer, folks. Yes, that's because we still have quite a few to get through. So we're continuing with our Oscar Blues collection. This is Beer with Bears, just in case you're wondering. So this is Dale's Pale Ale. Doesn't get any more straightforward than that. It's Dale's Pale Ale by Oscar Blues from Brevard, North Carolina. So I'm imagining that this is going to taste like a pale ale, not an Indian pale ale. So I consider pale ales in relation to IPAs as like the first step. Like the IPA was just born and it doesn't know it's an IPA yet. So it comes across some hops throughout its life that start to give it more life experience and help it grow into the beautiful, delicious, wonderful IPA that it should be all the time. And then it starts getting into double and triples, and then I start not seeing straight. Hallucinating. Thank you, Flying Dog, for that raging bitch. We'll get into that. If I can ever get my hands on that, we will get into that. Yes, so we'll crack this open, get into this pale ale right here. So the other two were not what we were hoping for. I mean, they were okay. They were okay. I'm hoping as we get into the next. So this is the good in between. The first one was an IPA, but it was a hazy IPA.
It was like a 4. It was what?
It was a low.
It was a 4.0?
Yes, that was a very low calorie,
Like
low ABV.
ABV, IPA.
It
very tasted like frozen fruit.
Yes. So we're getting into the midpoint here. The next two after this one are pure IPA, so I'm looking forward to those. So we're going to go ahead and pour our old friend Dale out into our glass.
I like Dale as far as I remember because we had this pack and we cracked into it and we didn't do a review. And I think I had to stop myself from drinking those ones because yeah, I think it was. Because you only have none of those left.
No, we do have another one of the Pilsners left, but it'll get drank regardless of our qualms about it. So here we have our Dale's Pale Ale. Let's give it a sniff.
That one's good. It's a good color.
Good color.
Show the color.
See the color? So that's kind of it's a very in between from the first two that we had, which were much lighter yellow. This one is getting into the darker side of the beer spectrum. And this is a can. See Dale's Pale Ale. So I'm going to take a sip. This one hits me like. I'll let you try it.
I'm drinking the water first.
Okay.
Because I'm still sipping on my glass of wine that I poured earlier.
Some muddling over here.
It's wine. We ain't supposed to fucking chug it. I mean,
you can.
I guess you can just chug a bottle of wine.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I wouldn't put it past me. But anyways.
Don't ever chug a bottle of champagne. That's stupid. Look like a bottle rocket coming out of your head. So what was the one we had the other day? It was
That is good. If you just want a beer.
Yeah. You want more of a flavored. You don't want anything crazy.
You don't like any IPA. You don't like any sour. You just want a beer
that has a full. You want a full body beer
without a stout or
But you don't want something like you don't want a Bud Light or anything like that. You want a beer. Forget the Pilsner. You want a beer. This is your guy right here. Dale is your guy. This Oscar Blues, we're starting to see eye to eye on this one. I will give this one, indubitably, a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Because a 4 it's not enough
No.
panache.
I would say. Well, because I know it doesn't ever come on tap, so it's like you can't ever really. If I'm gonna give it a good review, you're gonna sit there and hunt for it, and the only place you're gonna get it is at Providence Wine and Spirit in a pack.
Unless you go to North Carolina.
Unless you go there. But yeah, Yeah, 3.5 is good. I would say a 3.7, but just because if you would just want a beer, you don't care about the hazy, you don't care about hot, you just want a beer. Yeah,
it's a very good, like, down to earth beer. This is one of the most down to earth beers I've had in a while. I will definitely say that. And like I can't remember the other ones that we had the other day, but it hits me right here when I sip it. It has like kind of like that, like right here in my glands. I don't know.
Yeah.
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 But not like a citrus or anything like that.
No,
it's like okay, like yeah. It's like when you first sip, you're thinking, okay, this is just another beer I've had, and like then it's like, oh, no.
It's not a stout.
No.
It's not a porter.
It's earthy. It's lively.
It's a good beer.
It's good beer. It's good beer. And we're gonna keep on chugging, folks. And we will see you guys in a bit. Once again, this is Dale Spell L from Oscar Blues, out of North Carolina. Brevard, North Carolina. This is Bear with Bears. I'm Trust Troublemaker. She is O'Day. We are moving on to beer number 4.
So we're gonna keep it. What are we doing? Pause it.